Hey guys, I thought I'd talk a little bit about where to find good acne information. There's a lot of information out there, and I think it's a little bit overwhelming and definitely confusing. A lot of people recommend this, a lot of people recommend that. Let's take a look at the Wikipedia page for acne, and I'll share my thoughts on that. It has a lot of information there, some of it good, some of it not so good. So I'm going to share my screen and let's take a look at it.
So this is the Wikipedia article for acne. There's a lot of information here, but I feel a lot of it's not good information. For example, there's a sentence right here: genetics is thought to be the primary cause of acne in 80% of the cases. I know for a fact that's wrong because you change someone's diet, their acne goes away. So acne has an environmental cause. A little bit further down here, they say eating fewer simple carbohydrates such as sugar may help. That's good information, but it doesn't go nearly far enough. They discuss a lot of like over-the-counter treatment options, like the topical creams and stuff, and they discuss prescription drugs. I don't think those are good ways to go about doing it. On their diet section, they suggest there's some evidence, but they don't go nearly as far as they could. A lot of the what gets into a Wikipedia page is on the talk side, and I went and looked at some of the archives there, and I found like somebody tried to put in some good information, but the Wikipedia editors removed the information for arbitrary Wikipedia rules. Like they have rules about what sort of sources for information that you can use, and they removed this information because it was PubMed index journal rather than like a Medline index journal, which is very arbitrary. Uh, Wikipedia has like all these like strange rules that you can't just add information. It has to follow these rules. I took a look at the article that this person tried to add, and it's linking diet to acne, and then like the abstract looks really good. Uh, Acne vulgaris, an epidemic inflammatory skin disease of adolescence, is closely related to Western diet. Three major food classes that promote acne are hyperglycemic carbohydrates, milk and dairy products, and saturated fats, including trans fats, and deficient omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids. That's great information, but this Wikipedia editor kept it out because he's playing this game with Wikipedia rules about what can get in the article and what cannot get in the article. Um, Other sources, this is an interesting source. I'm gonna pull it up here. Does diet really affect acne? And I look at the affiliations, and the affiliation for both the authors is Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. They are a vegan advocacy group. And what they do when it comes to scientific research is they highlight the negative effects that eating animal foods can have on a person's health. So everything that they do, is, animal foods have negative health outcomes. But let's look at the abstract here. Observational studies, including two large controlled prospective trials, report that cow's milk intake increased acne prevalence and severity. So, cow's milk is an animal food, and they're looking into causing acne. And then they go on, furthermore, prospective studies, including randomized controlled trials, demonstrated a positive association between high glycemic load diet, hormonal mediators, and acne risk. So basically, they're saying that if you eat a lot of sugar or like a lot of carbohydrates, you increase your risk for acne. But they don't go nearly as far with that conclusion, in part because their ideology prevents them. Specifically, meat is a zero carbohydrate food. You can eat a ton of meat and you won't spike your blood sugar. So if you take meat, you take plant-based carbs out of your diet and substitute with meat, you're going to further lower your acne risk. But these two authors won't ever come to that logical conclusion because they're advocating vegan diets. And meat is, of course, excluded on a vegan diet because it's animal food. So they're playing a game too, where they will never acknowledge health benefits from animal foods. They only say that, animal foods have negative benefits. So it's for reasons like this that the Wikipedia article on acne, isn't very good. I mean, it touches on it, but unless you already know, what is the truth, you can't figure this out. The Wikipedia editor is playing a game. These, the two people who wrote this article are playing a game, and if you want to find it, like, it's hard to find the truth if people are playing games that you don't even know they're playing games, and it's really really frustrating. And quite frankly, I'm sick of it.
So I'm tired of games and agendas. Like people argue about science, to me, something is true if it works. If it doesn't work, it isn't true. I'm very much a pragmatist. And it's kind of frustrating when, people have hit on like the link, like a strong link between diet and acne. And then you have other people like claiming that their sources aren't good enough or other agendas come into play. I mean, I've lived this, my own experience, changed my diet, I get better skin. I've coached other people. I've read countless anecdotes online of people changing up their diet and getting better skin. I mean, it's obvious to me, it's true. And look, I don't have time to like spend time arguing with people on the internet about this. I'd rather get on with my life and do what I want to do. I'd be happy to help you, to guide you along the path that I took and to get you clear skin. If you want, you could book a time slot on my calendar. Um, but I don't have time to argue. I mean, it's like I know this is true. I know it works, and I don't want to deal with people who, it's like, oh, it doesn't work. Look, I can get results. I don't care about naysayers. You know, I don't care. Like I really don't care. So if you want what I have to offer, book a time slot on my calendar.